Hi folks and welcome back. So we've got a mech that's a little bit different today. It is the Sharpshooter. Now it runs along the lines with the other medium mechs. I think it's probably a little bit more in the lighter range, but it doesn't work the same way as most of the ones that we've played with because it's obviously a sniper mech. I mean, with a name like that, what else could it be, right? Anyway, so the basic concept behind it is it's got two weapons, both of which being fairly long range, fairly high damage, and fairly high accuracy. There's actually a couple more that unfortunately I haven't had the opportunity to unlock that, hopefully a little bit further down the line we'll get to take a look at some of those weapons again. And actually I do kind of hope to revisit some of these mechs once I've gone through and unlocked everything and kind of gotten better with them and done all that. But at the same time, I do want to, go through and just play with them as they are when you first start and kind of get a good idea. So, I mean, maybe, in 6 months or so, we'll kind of revisit once I've gotten everything unlocked for all of it, and we'll take another look. But for right now, again, we're just going to go play around with it with the standard primary and secondary. Now, don't know a whole lot about it. I don't remember what the special is for it, so I'm actually just gonna kind of go in and just take a look at it. Items, it just has basic item that does what? There we go. Oh, it's a hologram. Oh jeez, that, yeah, a hologram, generally speaking, doesn't fool anybody other than yours truly, and doesn't really do much of anything. You know what? We'll just leave it as is as far as the cosmetics. I do kind of want to play around with that a little bit later, but for right now, again, we're just taking a look at it. So I'm gonna go in and play. We'll just run a couple of team death matches. Those tend to be fairly short anyway, and we'll get in and we'll see what we can do with it. I'm not gonna play around with this with the siege or with the missile defense. I've kind of done a couple of those lately, and we haven't just done straight up deathmatch or team deathmatch. So we're gonna go in and just play some basic stuff here, and we'll get a feel for this thing. It's not really designed for defensive measures or anything else like that. So, here we go. So we'll just play it as it's meant, just to have some fun and see what kind of damage we can do with it. Ooh. All right, so we are not doing very good at all here. Not a good thing. It's got some pretty good defense as far as that goes. Let's see. Yes. And it does have... Obviously, it does have the zoom because it's a sniper. That will stick. I'm not sure what F does here. See if we can't get this guy. Kind of stick back and just do some real damage to them. It does have some fairly serious heat issues. Doesn't seem to be something that's really capable of sustaining long term, which is fine. It's not really meant for that. It's meant for taking stuff on and taking stuff out. Definitely, he doesn't like me, obviously. And it is convenient. This thing will allow you to just kind of take stuff out from a distance, no matter what it is. Let's see what F does. Is that what? It doesn't even tell us what it does. So we'll kind of see if we can't finish this guy off here. Ah, that's not the same guy. Ah! Okay, so we've definitely put a good chunk of damage into these guys and kind of brought our team back a little bit. So I'm not that horrible with this, but it is definitely something that you kind of have to do from a distance because doing it close up isn't going to get you anywhere. Not sure what F does. So it looks like, as far as staying at a very long range distance and just taking stuff down, I'm somewhat capable of doing that. But they've only got 3 kills and we're done, so... That was definitely... So that was the end of it one way or the other. You know, like I said, it was kind of... I came into it with a little bit of a handicap. I didn't really think we were going to win that match. That said, I do actually think I did pretty well. So, play through a couple of more matches. That was actually pretty brief. Most of the matches I've been doing lately have been 30 or 40 minutes long, and wow. Yeah, nice. So, we'll leave and just kind of jump into the next one right away. And you know what? I kind of like this one. I mean, obviously for certain maps, it's probably going to be at a little bit of a handicap. But on that one, you really can just kind of take a distance and just take somebody out. Most of the weapons, that said, are capable of hitting from pretty far away. But these, you kind of, I don't want to say it's cheating, but you kind of get into a combat mode where hey, look, there's a bunch of people across the map, and they're all in the middle of a fight, and you just kind of help your guys out by taking everything out. So, I mean, 6 of one, half dozen of another. Obviously, some people aren't really going to like you for that too terribly much. I know I'd be annoyed as crap. But at the same time, it seems to be a pretty effective way of doing some of this. So, let's make sure that we have... Yep, we do. And we are going to definitely be handicapped here, since we're... there's only 2 of us, and 2 of us right now. And 4 of them right now. So we've got about 30 seconds till the match starts. Let's make a mess. It's just the 2 of us right now, so like I said, this is going to be a little bit messy, I think. We're probably going to wind up in pretty much the same situation we were last time, just because... Oh, come on. Where is he at? That thing does a lot of damage. But obviously, yeah, not a great idea to be doing that right in the middle of a combat scenario. Okay, so they've taken both of us down. That was part of the reason why I didn't have my backup. That would explain it a little bit. Let's see if this doesn't help having someone else along. It's probably going to be 2 of us, or 3 of us and 2 of them, 3 of us and 3 of them, something like that. I was pretty sure 3 of them hit ready. So, it's going to be, I mean, for the first, generally speaking, for the first few seconds of a team deathmatch, there's not a lot of people, and one side can get a pretty good upper hand. But things do tend to even out a little bit later on in the game. I'm not so sure that squad matching is horrible. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not too terribly bad either. Whoa, not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can't do some damage here. Wow. That is... Okay, so we're not doing nearly as well this time around as we did last, and I think part of the reason we did so well is because people weren't really expecting us, and we were able to keep it at range on the map. And we were able to do things like that, so... Didn't quite get him. And jumping into that situation was actually really bad for us. I thought that there was only one guy down there. Obviously there were two. That made things a lot less for us. We've only got two? Oh, come on. I almost put us at 3. But putting yourself into that position and almost getting 3 doesn't help. If you're going to do something like this, you almost need to do a 2-for-1 kill ratio with as far behind as we are right now. Why? Oh. Because my fuel's all run out, that's why. Alright, so let's get back in this. Oh wow, there's so many of them. Whoa, that wasn't good. And they're all bunched up into one spot. If I could. I don't have an AoE, so nothing to do with that. So obviously this is a scenario mech. Not good in this one. Necessarily. Oh, come on. Why is he just standing there? Oh. Hollow. That was our hollow. Or their hollow. Wasn't even looking at it. It's like, it's some dude just standing there. What the heck? Alright, so we are still pretty far behind. Oh, come on. Right, because that's exactly what we need right now, is a healer. Well, that is exactly what we need, but not for their team. Well, that made things blah. So pressing an advantage, especially in a mech like this, isn't probably a great idea. I need to find a different route in and kind of take things out at a distance. Obviously, that would be to my advantage. Wow. I have more health than they do. I guess I do less damage. And I'm guessing that tow rocket is actually pretty significant. I'm still not sure what this does. I need to actually go take a look and figure out what the sharpshooter's ability does. They're already in their 20s, and we're not even in double digits yet. This isn't going to go real pretty, is it? That's a better situation. Not perfect, but better. Obviously, we want to go help Fallout and see if we can't get a bit of a kill on this. Okay, so we didn't quite help him, but, you know. We did get a kill out of it. Not the greatest for us anyway. But there we go. That was much better. That was painful. Bad. Very bad. And there's no way we're going to catch up at this point. Not with 20 seconds remaining. Robot Chicken. He really likes eating me, doesn't he? And yeah. Okay, so that's a look at this particular mech. Yeah, we could have done better. The other thing is first situation I got myself into was pretty much ideal for the sharpshooter, and the second one wasn't so much. Although I do still think that had I been a little bit better, it would have held its own quite a bit better. I ran into a couple of situations that weren't that great, but still, pretty fun, pretty good. I like this one, and we'll probably play around with it again. And I'll catch you guys later.